Hello, today we're going to be assembling a WiMo 2 metre big wheel, and the tools you're going to need for it is a Torx screwdriver and a 10mm spanner. The size of a Torx screwdriver is a T20 times 100. That's what I'll be using with it. Obviously, for the elements, they use the Torx screws there. While assembling the WiMo, you really want to just unscrew, put one element in at a time. Don't unscrew all those screws there, the Torx screws there on either side, otherwise the whole hub will fall to pieces. So just do one at a time. And unfortunately for me, the instructions are in German, and I don't read German, so I'm just doing this the way I think it should be done. Yeah, just do one element at a time. You start off, you want a reasonably wide gap, because obviously they won't fit in there. You know, it's just impossible to fit in. So you want to unscrew that first screw there by the bracket, or it depends which way you want to do it. You might find your own way of doing it. That first Torx screw there, and the below Torx screw, and the above Torx screw on the hub, and then just once you put each element in one at a time as you go around the actual hub. So I'll come back to you after I've got the first element in. Actually, I'll show you me putting the actual element in. I've taken that bottom Torx screw out and that first top Torx screw out. So let's fit this in and see what happens. Right, so you can go. Yep, you can go in that. So that's the first one in. Actually, let's put them both in. So that should just fit into that top hole there. Not too painful. So that's the first element in the hub. We just now need to screw it in. So there's one Torx screw going in. Don't do it up too tight. And in with the other one. And then not too tight, well, tight enough. And just repeat the same process right the way around. Be back to you when I've done that. Right, we've now got all the elements in the hub. One thing you want to do is make sure, once you've screwed in the Torx screw into the hub, what you want to do, you want to make sure when you push the elements into the hub, you push them fully home. Give them a good firm push. Not enough that you're going to bend them, but enough to push it into the hole. Then tighten up the Torx screw, and then just give it a bit of a yank to make sure it's there and it's not going to pop out of the actual the hub. Right, so now we've got that all assembled, what we're going to do now is put the mounting bracket on, or the bracket for the pole, which, I'll get this so you can see it. Let's turn it upside down. That's your bracket. What we're going to do here is, because it's a square U-bolt, is put the bolt through first, because obviously that goes onto the base plate there. So let's put that on. Line up the holes. The actual thread for the bolts is in the actual this bracket here. So let's put that on. Get your nut. Go on, screw in. That's the first one in. Don't do it too tight because we want to be able to line up the second nut. Bolt, I mean. Screws into the bracket there. And this is where you want your 10mm spanner to gently tighten it up. Now it's just a matter of putting this bracket on here. Fit through. It's just a couple of washers through that. Let's turn it upside down that way. Got some spring washers there. You've probably all seen this before. For those who haven't, and just matter of putting your wing nuts on. And so far, when it comes to assembly, that's the job done. The next thing is to mount it on a pole and bung a see what the standing wave ratio is on it. Hopefully it's not too high. I think from the last one I put up, the one I've got up, I've got two of these with my big wheels, which I use for my base station at home. The SWR was about 1.5, 1.6, virtually right the way across the band, on 2 meters. Yeah, that's the assembly. If I don't drop it and break it, the assembly of the WiMo 2 meter big wheel. One thing you might want to put on it, if you're going to leave it up all the time, is maybe put some silicone sealant around the top of the torque screws, just to seal all that up, stop any damp getting through inside the hub, and probably ditto around the where the elements go into the hub as well, just a bit of extra water protection. Oh, it's also, when you get one of these, it's a N-type connector, so you might want to make yourself if you get your coax, have an N-type to PL down to your radio, depending on the termination on your radio. So there you go, that's the assembly of a WiMo 2 meter WiMo big wheel. The next video you see will be me testing it outside. Right, thanks for watching.